Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wisconsin Lutheran College for tonight's WIAA boys basketball matchup here on Zaleski Sports. We've got a D1 showdown here tonight between the visiting Pere Redbirds here taking on the number 2 ranked Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings here on Zaleski Sports tonight. Glad you guys could join us here tonight. Elijah Vincelata alongside Matt Peck. Gonna be a very fun game tonight here between two top teams here in the state. Want to make it clear with Pere right now, they would be in the rankings right now with our top 10, but they would have to play a couple more games according to some of our colleagues.
Yeah,
but,
so
yep.
basically it's a sample size of 3 when we come out with kind of the schedule type of thing. It's got to be a little bit more of kind of games here.
So Pere comes in, both teams come into this game undefeated. And this game last year, how about that?
Oh,
this
my
game
goodness.
was a thriller last year, and it was must-see TV. So we had to say, we weren't able to be there at Pere last year. We were trying to, but we're here this season at Wisconsin Lutheran College at the Viking Classic. First game earlier was finished with Catholic Memorial and Lakeside Lutheran, with Catholic Memorial taking Lakeside Lutheran out of the land of unbeatens earlier. Head coach Kyle Johnson doing a really great job at Catholic Memorial. But in this game tonight here, Pere coming in at 4-0, 2-0 in the Fox Conference.
Yeah, Fox River Classic.
Fox River Classic.
Yep.
I got it mixed up with the Fox Valley for a second.
So we just got input from our boss that we're going to put Pere as 4.
Yep.
Even though the
4.
sample size was not big enough, they would technically qualify as number 4 in the seed score rankings. So this is based on the strength of your schedule, not the coaches poll. I want to make that clear right now, not the coaches poll, but it's the rankings we do at Zaleski Sports. Well done in the office.
And to be fair, to make it clear to everybody, Wisconsin Lutheran is in D1 now, so after their state championship undefeated season last year, they're going to do it as we're going to probably get set here for the national anthem coming up here at any second now. We'll step aside for a couple seconds, and then we'll come back with starting lineups on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wisconsin Lutheran College for the Viking Classic, hosted by Wisconsin Lutheran High School. Our game of the night features the undefeated and number 1 ranked Pere Redbirds taking on the undefeated and 5th ranked Vikings of Wisconsin Lutheran. Wisconsin Lutheran, Pere, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege, with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I invite you to please rise, remove your hats, and join us in honoring America with the playing of our national anthem.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Elijah Vinks-Latta alongside Matt Peck here with you tonight here for the second and final game here at the Viking Classic here at Wisconsin Lutheran College. We got the Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings ranked second by our Zaleski Sports polls, taking on the number 4 ranked the Pere Redbirds. So we're going to get starting lineups here, starting off with head coach Brian Winchester's the Pere Redbirds. That's an all-senior starting lineup for him. Number 2 point guard Rowan Domovsky, who stands at 6'1". Number 4, the Wisconsin commit Zach Kinzinger, who's everybody's a senior. Number 5, Connor Hutchins. Number 24, Nathan Bonefit, and number 33, Price Grigori, to round out the 5 seniors for Brian Winchester. And now for the starting lineups for the Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings. Junior number 0, Alex Green. Sophomore number 1, Cager Knippel. Number 4, senior Isaiah Mellock. Number 21, senior Ben Lange Bartles. And number 23, junior Xavier Zenz.
One thing I recognize about that starting lineup for Wisconsin Lutheran, we got another Knippel.
Yep.
Here at Wisconsin Lutheran. Yeah, 2 of them now. Double doink here at Wisconsin Lutheran.
Last year we came to watch the end of that game here at the Viking Classic last season. They won against Arrowhead, I believe, right? It was?
Yes, it was a really good game. Really hard fought.
So this season, Wisconsin Lutheran, their leading scorer is junior Xavier Zenz, who averages 21 points through 5 games, and the next start, Knippel up. Cager Knippel averaging 17.6 points per game as we're underway here from Wisconsin Lutheran College as the Vikings win the tip-off.
Huge venue here, perfect venue size for this game tonight.
Cager Knippel going straight to work in the post right away, getting the scoring going for the Vikings.
Wisconsin Lutheran using the down low size right away from Cager.
Zach Kinzinger, the Wisconsin commit, feeds it out to his buddy at the top of the key. Air ball. Nothing but air that time from number 5, Connor Hutchins. And thank you guys for joining us here. We'll be back next week as well at the WBY Shootout. We'll have both teams on. Wisconsin Lutheran will have their game on against Marquette next week to open up our slate the day after Christmas. And then, here, turn that down a little bit. Top of the key. Cager Knippel.
Wisconsin Lutheran having some pretty good passing to start here early on. Trying to find that man open. I would go in the paint here if I were them. They start out pretty good in the paint overall, but they appear pretty good defense.
6'8" frame of Cager Knippel as Alex Green posts up, sizes up in the paint. And right away, Wisconsin Lutheran using their size early. 4-0 lead for them.
Pierce just got to get a good shot here. Obviously, last time they didn't hit the rim on it, but just got to find the right man open. Maybe try going inside on Wisconsin Lutheran. I know they're a little bit taller, but try here early on.
Kinzinger being double teamed in that corner. Playing a little zone here. Top of the key. 3 bank is good. The bank is open on a Saturday.
Late on a Saturday as well.
Price Grigori gets the scoring started for the Redbirds. In the paint, finishing it up is good. Xavier Zenz, the leading scorer for the Vikings, and DePere looking to go fast right away.
Yeah, Wisconsin Lutheran doing a really good job opening up this game with their shot selection, going down low, finding the wide open layups. But DePere, obviously the 3-point shot, that was pretty good last possession.
Zach Kinzinger at the top of the key, guarded by Cager Knippel. Driving in the paint. And off the glass, can't get the roll that time. Good defensive contest right there. And now Wisconsin Lutheran looking to push the pace a little bit now. Xavier Zenz. Over to Isaiah Mellock, can't get the finish that time. Great defense that time by Rowan Domovsky. Zach Kinzinger steps back. Alex Green guarding him tight. And a steal that time by Cager Knippel. Good defense by Green to help it out. Wisconsin Lutheran had a couple numbers. Now they're going to slow it down a little bit here. Mellock out to the top of the key. 3-point shot off the front rim, no good from Xavier Zenz.
Shot was open. I like that shot. It was a perfect shot. He just missed it a little bit, but that was a good shot. Good shot selection from Wisconsin Lutheran that time.
Yeah, this game last year, let me tell you, Matt Peck, oh my goodness, that was a thriller that was a really good game with Concanipple and Zach Kinziger, all those stars on the floor last year. It was a sellout gym at De Pere High School last year, too. They handed in their first loss in a couple years for De Pere,
I'll
right?
add to that, De Pere was ranked in the top 10 nationally by Max Preps. They lost, and Wisconsin Lutheran became nationally ranked. So Wisconsin Lutheran benefited with the national attention after that game.
Hutchins with the bounce pass in the paint, going coast to coast, no good from Rowan Domovsky. And both teams looking really good defensively to start this one.
Can't see a lot of scoring tonight with this defense. Pretty good so far.
Using his size again in the right post. He's got a quick 4 points for the Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings. And they've been owning the paint early today. Zach Kinziger right away on the left corner. Can't get that one to go in transition.
I'll tell you this, De Pere fans have really showed out for the 2-hour drive. They were really coming out here in Wisconsin.
Cager Knipple is feeling it early. 7 quick points, and Brian Winchester frustrated, and he's got to find a way to figure him out. 11-3, Wisconsin Lutheran leads. 13:49 left to go here on Zaleski Sports.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Club Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable food items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 29th through December 31st.
Back here on did we not even back here on Zaleski Sports, 13:49 left here to go in the first half. 11-3, Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings lead on the De Pere Redbirds here. Elijah Vanksala alongside Matt Pegg with you here tonight. Thank you guys for joining us.
Same thing at this point. They're right down the street from each other, the college and the high school.
Yep. Pretty far drive for the De Pere Redbirds, though, but both teams have been traveling back and forth the last couple of years.
Drivable back and forth in a day. We did it last year.
Cager Knipple opening up the scoring here for Ryan Walls' Vikings. Another Knipple cooking tonight, huh?
Yeah, Knipple, you're going to get used to that name.
Yep.
It's going to be around still many more years here at Wisconsin Lutheran.
Well, good finish at the paint, but can't get the roll that time for Rowan Domovsky. They're going to reload it, a three-point shot. Oh, De Pere's got a lid on the rim early right now, trying to find their groove here. Yeah, Cager Knipple, though, has 7 of Wisconsin Lutheran's 11 so far. Alex Screen can't get the bounce. Rebound by Kingston Knipple, and he can't get the putback to go.
If I'm Wisconsin Lutheran, I keep using my size down low. It's working early on here.
Zach Kinziger looking to go to work. Can't get that transition 3 to go. Kinziger a little over right now, the Wisconsin commit. Going to kick it out to Cager Knipple. Right corner 3. He's feeling it!
Wow.
10 points for Cager Knipple. Shades of his brother.
I'm shocked by this score early on. De Pere starting out pretty slow
wide
here.
Open in that right corner. Not going to go that time as Wisconsin Lutheran really opening up the scoring here. Cager Knipple has 10 of the 14 first points for the Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings. I like what Ryan Walls' approach is right now, just feeding the hot hand early.
Definitely early on. He's got a really good approach in this
Cager
game.
Being guarded by Zach Kinziger. Now Alex Green looking to go to work, using his muscle in the paint. 16-3 Wisconsin Lutheran.
I would have never pictured even this game even having a 13-point lead at any point. Better yet, in the first 6 minutes.
Zach Kinziger got to get himself going. There you go. His first points of the night. Leading scorer for the Pere Redbirds as Wisconsin Lutheran looking to go fast. Once again, that's been the tempo here early on. Both teams looking to put a tempo offense here, going a little quick pace. Kingston Knipple, Cager for 3. Oh my goodness! 13 for Cager. And he just cannot miss right now.
He's like his older brother, that's what you'd like to say. He's looking like he could be a Duke star too.
Oh man.
Out there right now.
13 points for Cager. 13 of the first 19, he's got more than half of them. The Pere's got to find a way to slow him down if they want to get back into this game. 19-6. Wisconsin Lutheran has the command here. Zach Kinziger. Look at that tight defense right now by Xavier Zenz. He's going to pull it anyways and says I'm the leader of this De Pere team, and I'm going to hit that shot over you no matter what. Both leading scorers going at each other right there.
That is a true Wisconsin commit right there. Excited to see him play for the Badgers starting next year.
6 points for Zach Kinzinger. Both come from the 3 ball here, but they got to stop number 1 on Wisconsin Lutheran right now. Wisconsin Lutheran getting anything they want offensively so far tonight. 10-point advantage for the Vikings. Xavier Zenz looking for somewhere to go, finds Alex Green. Zenz calling for the post up here, being guarded tightly by Zach Kinzinger.
Use it.
Zenz getting double teamed. Alex Green for 3. He got it. Alex Green hits another 3, and Brian Winchester running out of timeouts here early, using his second one in 8 minutes, 22-9. Wisconsin Lutheran hot here. More basketball coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, 22-9, Wisconsin Lutheran leads over De Pere with 10:20 left here to go in the first half. Elijah Vanxilata alongside Matt Peck with you here tonight here at the Viking Classic here at Wisconsin Lutheran College. Glad you guys could join us here, our last broadcast before Christmas. Excited for the holiday season coming up. But
Christmas is already here. Insane.
Threes are raining here tonight in the Wisconsin Lutheran College gym tonight. 3-point shot at the top of the key is good, and the threes keep raining for De Pere. That time it's Will Kruger.
You know what? Send these kids to the NBA three-point contest. Or if they're not doing that anymore, what are they not doing anymore?
You know, a lot of people say the NBA is a three-point shooting league. I'm going to say the same with high school, too. It's starting to become that way, too, as another three is pulling up that time from Riley Walls. That time it's no good. Zach Kinzinger looking to push pace now. De Pere looking to go on a little bit of run here, try to stop the bleeding a little bit here early on here, halfway through the first half.
Overall, so far, I mean, I'm impressed with Wisconsin. The last transition before the timeout, that was perfect. Try to use the size, and then the three-point shot went down with the perfect pass.
Substitution, first for De Pere, number 33, Bryce Gregory. In for the Vikings, number 0, Alex Green, number 20.
Alex Green checking in, and Xavier Zenz checking back in for the Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings. How about this? Looking at the scoreboard right now, it's still 0 team fouls for both teams, Matt Peck. That's something we haven't seen.
Let them play. If it's close, let them play.
Zach Kinzinger gets the right elbow jumper to go, and he's starting to cook now here with 8 points.
Obviously, if you're getting shoved on the ground, you're going to call a foul. But I like these games where we let the guys play. Let them get a shot selection off here. Wow.
In the paint, double team, but Xavier Zenz goes through contact. He's got 4 points early on.
That was pure. That was perfect. A pass right there to the paint.
Zach Kinzinger over to Price Gregory. They're just spreading it around now.
See, De Pere's not playing that bad. It's just that Wisco is shooting so good right now.
Erlatch, what a pass in the paint, off the glass. That time to Bonfit. And De Pere kind of just moving the scoreboard now here. 2 timeouts having to use early from Brian Winchester. And that ball's going to stick with De Pere. But I really like the intensity that Brian Winchester's De Pere Redbirds have came out of that timeout.
They've showed better life, definitely. And obviously, at some point, De Pere is going to get in the mood here. And it's just the De Pere Redbirds. That's who they've been the last few years. Just that team that can just come in and come out of any game.
Reason why they had that long win streak like they've had, as actually Wisconsin Lutheran on a 35-game winning streak right now. In the paint, Xavier Zenz can't get it to finish. It's just really great defense from De Pere that time, and De Pere looking to keep the run going here. Zach Kinzinger. They feed it over to Connor Hutchins. Hutchins drives through contact. Finds a wide open man at the top of the key. Hutchins misses the shot at the top of the key. As now Wisconsin Lutheran taking it down the floor. More than halfway gone through here. What a pass from Mellock to Xavier Zenz. And Xavier Zen's the leading scorer for this Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings team, up to 6 points now. Going on the other end, can't get the bounce. And a rebound that time from Zenz with the help from Mellock. Cager Knippel, the high hand early, 13 points, spins. Going up with the floater, it's good. Cager Knippel picking up right where he left off the bench.
DePere put in the misadvantage here early. Wisco's using the size, which is what they're better at, and it's working early on. DePere's got to have to find a way to stop them because they're getting everything in the paint right now, Wisconsin Lutheran is.
Rowan Domofsky trying to find a man on the left corner. Hutchins spreading the ball around. Zach Kinziger, deep three, college three, no good. He's got to get used to those for next year. He misses that one.
They get to the Kohl Center, he could feel him out his own new arena.
Yep. And Mellock with the drive and the finish.
Timeouts on the floor, DePere.
DePere's going to call another timeout here, so Brian Winchester using his second timeout to half. 30-16, 6:48 left to go. More basketball coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Back here on Zaleski Sports. Elijah Vinksala alongside Matt Peck here. One of two games here on Zaleski Sports tonight, I believe. Got a hockey game on the network coming at 7 p.m. tonight.
Eau Claire Memorial and
Against
Spash.
Yep. Oh, how'd you know that?
I looked it up.
Did your research before the game? 30-16 in this game. Wisconsin Lutheran controlling DePere, just like they did last year at one point. Pump fake on a three was Price Grigori.
This game never had the lead like it did this year, though, last year at one point.
It's a game of runs, though. That's what I'll say. As Alex Green gets a steal. Finds Knippel in the paint. Cager Knippel can't finish, but a late foul call there from the refs. And how about that? 12 minutes into the game, 12 minutes into the game, our first foul of the night. As Cager Knippel will head to the line for two. He's up to 15 points already.
He's on fire.
First free throw rims out.
It runs in the family.
I mean, last year, Knippel was the one that kind of set the tone last year to stop DePere's win streak.
The funny thing is, both the parents of the Knippel family were D1 athletes as well.
Oh, yeah.
The mom playing at UW Green Bay, and I forget where the dad played. I know he played somewhere too, I think.
16 points for Cager Knippel. Got half of the team's points here in the first half. Him and Alex Green and Xavier Zenz, the big three of this group this year. 3-point shot on the other end from Connor Hutchins. Got to kind of start to get things going here for DePere. A lot of their shots have come via the three-point line, but they got to keep the scoreboard moving here to keep this game within reach. Xavier Zenz looking to go to work. Out to the left side, Malcolm Campbell. Cager Knippel posting up again. That's been his bread and butter move, and it's going to be a foul on Rowan Domofsky. A little bit too much hands on that one from Domofsky. And Cager Knippel, like Ryan Walls again, just feeding the hot hand early on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we broadcast in the Milwaukee area. Join us every week on Zaleski Sports. I know a lot of you are joining us probably from the statewide side of things, but we're here all the time. Milwaukee area boys basketball and girls basketball. Come with us. Matt Peck, Elijah Vinksala, always here for you.
Visit Marshfield to see the largest holiday lights display in central Wisconsin, featuring over 2 million lights at Wildwood Park. Open every night from 5 to 9 p.m. now through New Year's Eve. Admission is free with a suggested donation, a non-perishable food item for cash. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com. Zach Kinziger looking to go to work on the other end. Gets the finish and one. Zach Kinziger is one of the reasons why this DePere team is right in at 10 points here and counting for him as he's going to try to get a three-point play. They're keeping the scoreboard moving right now from DePere, but they just cannot buy a stop on defense.
Yeah, that's been the problem for DePere early on. It's just the height difference, especially in the paint. Knuppel's taking it to him. We've seen a couple of Wisconsin Lutheran players taking it to him here early.
11 points now for Zach Kinzinger. He's got half of the team's first points for Brian Winchester. Got a thriller here so far here, even though it might seem like it. Scoreboard really moving here. Xavier Zenz looking to give it to post-up Kingston Knipple. Out to the top of the key to Cager. Now Xavier Zenz signaling for the post-up on Zach Kinzinger. Gonna go to work.
Wow.
Just a dribble drive that time from Xavier Zenz. Pretty move that time for him. He's up to 8 points now. And Wisconsin Lutheran again just keeping that scoreboard going.
Just shocked by this early on, how Wisconsin Lutheran is maintaining the 10-point lead as well here.
Kinzinger with the pump fake. Mid-range J, no good. And a rebound by Cager Knipple. Isaiah Mellock gonna take it up here. Being kind of face guarded right now by Isaac Herlach. Oh, what a feed in the paint. Oh. Could almost got a foul call that time, but Xavier Zenz tried to feed the backdoor cut to Isaiah Mellock. Just a little bit too high that time. It's like what you see first from some bad quarterbacks in the NFL, right?
Yeah, right.
Ron Domofsky taking it up the floor right now for DePere. Gonna get a post up here to Zach Kinzinger. All over him is Isaiah Mellock. Gonna feed a wide open man. Hutchins in that right post. Almost gets the bounce that time. Stays in bounds. Didn't go over the hoop. As now Zach Kinzinger, or Isaiah Mellock, gonna feed it to Alex Green in the post. That's been his bread and butter tonight. No foul call that time.
Late foul.
Nope, he's just stepped out of bounds that time as Price Gregory lost his footing. It's going to stay with Wisconsin Lutheran. I guess that makes up for the foul call, though, I guess, for them.
Yeah, I guess in a way, yeah.
Checking in for Wisconsin Lutheran, number 11, Josiah Rice. Left corner three. Oh, contested, but hitting it that time. Isaiah Mellock up to 5 points now, and right away on the other end, DePere looking to go right at him. Can't get that to go. And the transition offense coming right now for Wisconsin Lutheran. Xavier Zenz. Cager Knipple signaling for the post-up. He's going to feed to the right corner. Alex Green going to drive through contact. What a pass to Cager Knipple, who continues to stay hot here, up to 19 points.
Wisco's ball movement right now is spectacular.
Price Gregory for three. There you go.
3-point basket, Price Gregory.
Price Gregory up to 6 points now in the night. This game could be a lot more out of hand as Cager Knipple takes another three, no good that time. DePere looking to move in transition. DePere, something I noticed, they brought a pretty big student section out here tonight for the long drive. Weekend winter break, right?
Yeah,
bring those students for a big game. Zach Kinzinger on the drive, and that's just a silky smooth finish over Cager Knipple for Zach Kinzinger. And Zach Kinzinger up to 13 points now. Got to continue to get those stops if you're DePere and try to keep that scoreboard moving so you can cut the deficit even more.
Yeah, you got to force a couple turnovers or else just play really good defense, which they're not playing that bad of defense. It's
Lead has stuck around that 10 to 14 range lately. Got to try to get it within single digits here, possibly before the half. Mellock kicking it out to Kingston Knipple, out to his brother Cager. Kingston on the right corner. Gonna feed Cager in the paint. Cager's been doing this all night. Can't get it to go. Good defense that time from Zach Kinzinger.
It's what DePere needed. Exactly what you were just talking about. Defensive stop just like that, and that worked that time really well.
DePere really starting to get things rolling now. Get a few defensive stops. Let's see if they can buy some more buckets now. Chance to cut the lead down to single digits. Kinzinger pull up three, no good, off the front rim. A little bit short on that one.
Keep in mind, DePere played last night. They played one of their arch rivals in the Green Bay area, Bayport. I think Wisconsin Lutheran hasn't played since Thursday, so rest days can make a little bit of a difference.
Mellock. Gonna feed out to Cager Knipple, Isaiah Mellock. Gonna give him a wide open three. He can't make that one pay, but Alex Green right away getting that defensive or offensive rebound. And that's going to win you games if you can continue to get those offensive rebounds, as they're going to slow it down now.
Definitely.
Kingston Knipple. You give it to Cager. Back to Kingston, back into the paint. Good double team that time, and a deflection to force a turnover on the post up to Alex Green. Defensive stops really coming now for DePere. He's got to keep buying some more buckets here. 40 seconds here before the half. Price Grigori. A feed out the top of the key. Rowan Domovsky spins, turnaround blocked by Rice. And that ball is going to be last touched by Rice as he's hard fall that time for him. Oh, he's still down on the floor. Yeah, I think he fell right down on his face. That's not what you want to see if you're Wisconsin Lutheran. And there you go. He's going to get up now. Good defensive effort, though, that time from Josiah Rice on Rowan Domovsky.
Yeah, he fell pretty hard, but let's go get him checked out a little bit.
You hope that's for not the best because it looked like he fell on his head that time. That got to almost take a risk as a concussion right there. Yeah,
falling on your head is always the worst thing you could possibly do. I mean, just anywhere. It screws a lot of things up.
Price Grigori on the inbound. Out to Rowan Domovsky. Zach Kinziger going to swat at the top of the key. It looks like they're going to try to take the last shot here. Game could have been a lot worse with the score with DePere, but they've really hung around still despite Wisconsin Lutheran's high offensive attack here in the first.
Pull up right here.
Yeah?
No, I'm kidding.
Is it Dame time for him?
Don't do that.
3-point shot from Price Grigori is good, and that's what the doctor answered for them heading into the half. No shot at the half, and that'll do it for the first half. Lead cut down to single digits, just what Brian Winchester's team needed. 39-30. Number 2 ranked Wisconsin Lutheran leads on number 4 DePere. As we'll head into the halftime break here, more high school basketball coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
At Fleet Farm, we're all about your everyday, but not just any old day. Here, every day's opening day. Every day's a school day. Every day's a monster day. And every day is too short. Whatever makes your day, Fleet Farm's got everything you need for everyday life.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Back here on Zaleski Sports here, Elijah Vankstalaya alongside Matt Peck here, 39-30. Wisconsin Lutheran number 2 ranked, and DePere number 4 ranked here on the Zaleski Sports polls here. Both teams coming in undefeated tonight here. Elijah Vankstalaya alongside Matt Peck. I don't know if I said that already, did I?
What?
Elijah Vankstalaya alongside Matt Peck. I said that a couple times, but that's all right.
My name's not Matt Peck.
Matthew Peck. All right, sorry.
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
5-0
Wisconsin Lutheran here coming in here tonight. They have really controlled the tempo here, scoring tonight here at Wisconsin Lutheran College here, the neutral site here for the second and final game here at the Viking Classic here. Our last broadcast here on Zaleski Sports before the WBY shootout day after Christmas. Join us there. But we'll talk some leading scorers here, tallying up the scores from my scorebook here in the first half, starting off with Brian Winchester. Leading scorer is number 4 Wisconsin commit Zach Kinziger with 13 after the first half. Connor Hutchins with 5. Price Gregory with 9 points and Will Kruger with 3 points to round out the 30 in that first half for De Pere. And for Wisconsin Lutheran, another Knippel brother just really torching De Pere this year. Cager Knippel with 19 in the first half, leading the way for Wisconsin Lutheran. Xavier Zenz, the leading scorer on the season so far for Wisconsin Lutheran with 8. Alex Green been really working hard in the post tonight with 7 points. And Isaiah Mellock with 5 points there to round out Wisconsin Lutheran's 39 points. Thank you guys for joining us here tonight, the only boys basketball game here on Zaleski Sports tonight. I believe there's only a couple more games before Christmas on the network for a couple other people up north. But
yeah, Monday I think there's
Spash, after our game tonight, feel free to tune in to Spash versus Eau Claire Memorial. I think Mike Wendland has the call for that tonight. Yep, so that should be a great hockey game up north tonight. But thank you guys for joining us again. I've said it a couple times.
One more thing. Talk about the recent athletic success between both schools. Obviously, Wisconsin Lutheran won the Division II state championship last year for basketball. But De Pere puts in the state baseball championship in Division I in the spring last year. But even in the fall, Wisconsin Lutheran were one game away from state for football. They lost to Captain Memorial in this state semifinal. But just look at the athletic success between both these schools.
Yeah, definitely.
They're putting it out on the floor right now. So we'll head to break, and we'll come back with our upcoming schedule in the second half after this.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Club Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable food items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 29th through December 31st.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Elijah Vinksalata alongside Matt Peck with you here. Second half, 30 seconds away from now between the Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings with the 39-30 lead over De Pere. Yep, I got it. So, very high scoring first half for both teams tonight so far. Matt Peck, you know, De Pere, they've been hanging around tonight, but got to be able to get those defensive stops, right?
Definitely. I mean, they've done a little better job towards the end of the half, I must admit. But early on, it's just been a size difference between both teams. Wisconsin Lutheran heavily using the paint, and that's kind of what the issue was early on in the first half. But now, in the second half, they might be able to adjust to that, and we might have a different kind of game here in the second half.
When they weren't hitting those, 2-point shots either in the paint on those double teams, they were making them pay with a 3-point ball too. But De Pere really trying to cut into this lead here. They did before the half. Wisconsin Lutheran led by as much as 14. Now it's down to 9. And let's see if they can continue here. They get the ball first right now. Zach Kinziger, the leading scorer, with 13. Going to move the ball around. He's going to pump fake, dribble, and hit the 3-point shot.
Just like that. Well, what do they have?
16 for Kinziger as they really just got to get going here in the second half. Lead cut down to 6 now. That's just the response you need from Brian Winchester coming out of that first half. Xavier Zen's in the paint, can't get the finish to go. And a defensive rebound, strong one by Price Grigori, and De Pere looking to go fast here, trying to move the ball in transition. De Pere, another deep three right here from Zach Kinziger, trying to get a little heat check going here, not even a minute into the second half. See how they could try to stop number 1 on Wisconsin Lutheran, Cager Knippel, with 19 points in that first half. Alex Screen, another guy here that's been pretty unstoppable in the paint using that big frame of his. Isaiah Mellock in the right corner. Same starting lineups for both teams coming out of the half. Cager going to post up in the paint. Got that big 6'8" frame. Can't finish it that time. Good defense right there from Price Grigori.
Huge stop there for De Pere.
Oh, yeah. Moving it around, and the pass is intercepted. Rowan Domofsky throws it over to Cager Knippel. Good awareness on defense from Wisconsin Lutheran. Both teams moving through and really good here in defensive transition. Xavier Zen says it with his chest in the paint. He's got 10 points now on the night. Rowan Domofsky kicking it out to left wing. Out the front rim, no good for Hudgens. Isaiah Mellock swinging it around. And Bartles. Hand it off to Cager Knippel. And with the deflection that time, recovering though, Xavier Zen's good defense by Zach Kinziger.
Better defense so far for De Pere, I've noticed.
Yeah,
better defense. They're locking down a little bit better and not causing Wisco to score as fast.
Good job defending the screens as another size advantage right there for Cager Knippel, and that's what he's been doing all night. Whether it's a 3-ball or him posting up, he's been making De Pere pay tonight. 21 points for Cager Knippel, his first 2 of the second half. Zach Kinziger with a pump fake. Gonna drive in. Rowan Domofsky going up through contact, tries to draw the foul, doesn't get it. And almost traveled that time from Alex
he was
Green
close.
going through. Trying to find his point guard, Isaiah Mellock. You know, a lot of these guys, as another good backdoor cut from Xavier Zenz. And he's got a quick 4 here to start the second half. So now what was a 6-point game right back up to a 12-point game, doubling that lead advantage for Wisconsin Lutheran. Price Grigori, good defense by Wisconsin Lutheran now coming out of that half. Only 1-3 coming out of the half, 6-3 run so far for Wisconsin Lutheran out of the second. A really good job communicating on the defensive end. Price Grigori spots it up for 3. And they're going to keep the score going here. He's got 4 triples now on the night, Price Grigori. 12 points on the night. Kager Knippel over to Xavier Zenz. He's going to spot it from the top of the key 3. Whatever you could do, I could do better, he says. And Xavier Zenz coming out of the second half feeling it.
Now we got for sure a 3-point contest going on
15
here.
points, yep. 15 points on the night, 7 in the second half to
good pass.
Almost tie his first half total already. Kager Knippel on the other end, dunks it down! Showtime for Kager. 23 for Kager Knippel and a timeout for Pere. Just no answer for the Redbirds defensively in transition. 14-point advantage for Wisconsin Lutheran, 13:50 left here to go in the first half. More basketball coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, 50-36, number 2 ranked Wisconsin Lutheran leads on number 4 ranked Pere. 13:50 left here to go in the second half. Elijah Vinksalot alongside Matt Peckwith here for the second and final game of the Viking Classic at Wisconsin Lutheran College. We'd like to thank the Wisconsin Lutheran's athletic director, or was it Walls? Something?
Micah Walls.
Micah Walls,
and
yep.
then, what's his name? Adam Heinzen from Wisconsin Lutheran College.
Yep.
For
allowing us to come in here tonight
and accommodating us with this beautiful table that they can fit between the bleachers.
Got a row in the bleachers tonight as well. But 11-3 run. Wisconsin Lutheran coming out hot in the second half. They're not, or I guess you could say it's a 11-6 run, make it 11-8 now. Price Gregory, good post up that time. He's up to 14 now. Second leading scorer for Pere. Behind Kager Knippel, or Kingston Knippel draws the blocking foul. Feet weren't set that time from Zach Kinziger. Looked like he might have got a little elbow in there, but the refs letting him play it out. Kingston Knippel will go to the line for the first time tonight. Gets his first point of the night at the line. Something to notice too, Kager Knippel with 23 points. He's only a sophomore and he's 6'8". He might be the next coming of Khan.
You're not gonna. You hear the name Knippel, it's not going away anytime soon.
Second free throw good from Kingston. Keeping things rolling here for Wisconsin Lutheran. Once again, we will have both teams on next week on the network at the WBY Shootout at Concordia University.
That's going to be a fun event. And speaking of that, Mark Miller's here.
Oh, and one right there. Yep, Mark Miller's here tonight here. He's doing a lot of the score reports for Prep Hoops Wisconsin.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I mean, he writes the Wisconsin Basketball Yearbook and writes for Prep Hoops, formerly with sports, but I'm just telling you, he's a great guy. He runs the Rick Majerus event at Concordia. We want to thank him for letting us come this week, but Mark Miller, a big supporter of us on Zaleski Sports.
I call him the WIAA Adrian Wojnarowski.
There you go.
Xavier Zenz. Kadri Knipple, they're just spreading the ball around right now, just not rushing to find a shot with a pretty comfortable lead as the bounce can't go that time. And DePere's got numbers here down the floor. Kinziger to Price Grigori. Gets the fake and draws a foul. It's going to be a foul on Kadri Knipple. Good numbers that time on the fast break. Zach Kinziger over to his buddy Price Grigori. But something to notice with DePere this year, just like their baseball team, right? Most of their starting lineup last year was seniors, and this season as well. DePere has an all-senior starting lineup from Brian Winchester. Price Grigori gets the bounce on the first one.
See, the interesting thing with this all-senior starting lineup is, like, it's awesome and fun to have because senior night's a bang. But you think about it, you think to yourself, well, if we're near the state championship, we kind of have to win this year if you have a all-senior starting lineup. That's the way I look at it, especially with DePere's baseball team as well, and they did so last year.
It was 2 for 2 at the line that time, and the lead once again cut back down to 10. Got to start to apply some more pressure here if you're DePere.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But they're doing a better job so far. They were down, but like you said, as many as 14 and 16 earlier. It was looking like it would be a 20-point deficit.
Had the lead down all the way to 6 to begin that second half. But post-ups, I feel like size is real with Wisconsin Luther's really been killing them, but not that time as Zach Kinziger getting all ball on the Xavier Zenz post-up, looking to go fast. Price Grigori, double team coming. He's looking for a guy. They're going to leave him off now for the mid-range, no good, but a big offensive rebound and put back, no good. That time for Rowan Domovsky. He had 3 Wisconsin Lutheran guys trying to get that defensive rebound, and then the point guard for DePere, Rowan Domovsky, coming up with that one. Just can't get the finish that time, though. Once again, Wisconsin Lutheran just really trying to slow it down and find their looks. Kingston Knipple, cross-court pass to Alex Green. Pulls up for 3. Can't get that one to fall. Will Kruger going to set the screen for Zach Kinziger. Kinziger loses the ball. Both Knipple brothers. Oh, a foul that time as Ryan Walls fired up about that foul call that time.
Oh, man, that
They're
was
going to
close.
call that on Kingston Knipple. We have to check Kingston out as he's going to be in foul trouble now. Going to be his 3rd foul.
Oh, man. I have the replay up on my phone. I don't know. That looked like a clean steal to me. It's close.
I mean, both Knipple brothers were all over Zach Kinziger that time. It's a really good defensive effort, but 3 team fouls for Wisconsin Lutheran, 1 for DePere. Gonna look to inbound it at the top. Jack Butker checking in for DePere. Will Kruger gonna move it around now. Kruger gonna spot up at the top of the key. Ooh, air ball that time. Just didn't get that right transition look that time off the ball on the catch and shoot. As Isaiah Melek gonna check in now for Riley Walls.
We look at the WIS Sports.
Bonkfit checking in for DePere. What's up?
Look at the WISsports.net coaches poll. Wisconsin Lutheran, if they can hang on here, DePere is the #1 team in the state right now. What would happen in the coaches poll next week would be the interesting part to me.
Wisconsin Lutheran is going to move up probably.
Yeah, and you got teams that are high up there still above Wisconsin Lutheran.
Well, good find in the paint to Xavier Zenz. Isaiah Mellock got vision like the flash out there.
I think Wisco Lutheran, going back to the poll, I think they're 4 and DePere's 1 in the actual coaches poll, if I believe that's correct. I'm not sure, though.
17 points for Xavier Zenz now. He's really heated up here in the second half. Had 8 in the first, up to 9 now in the second half, and we're not even halfway through yet. Leading scorer for Wisconsin Lutheran is Xavier Zenz. He's also a junior, too, so Wisconsin Lutheran is still a very young team, Matt Peck.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, good steal that time. Meanwhile, you got the vets in DePere. All senior starting lineup as a foul called that time Looking at Wisconsin Lutheran starting lineup tonight, Ben Langbartles is their only senior in the starting lineup. Otherwise, the rest are freshmen through seniors. First free throw is good that time from Herlatch. His first point of the night. Really just, they've been getting into this game, cutting it down to 10, but even lower than that. But De Pere just can't find the answer to Wisconsin Lutheran's runs every time they cut the deficit. Both free throws good that time from Herlock. Another good cut and finish that time. Xavier Zenz feeding Isaiah Mellock. And before, it was a Mellock to Zenz connection. Now it's a Zenz to Mellock. Beautiful ball movement that time. Fine. Mellock up to 7 now. 12-point lead for Wisconsin Lutheran. Doing a really good job controlling the tempo here tonight in the lead. Trying to go up and draw the foul is Price Grigori, but runs into that double team that time of Zenz and Alex Green. Kadri Knippel up to 23 points in the game. The leading scorer for Ryan Walls' Vikings. Whoever wins this game tonight remains undefeated. Both teams undefeated. Wisconsin Lutheran at 5-0, De Pere at 4-0. Who will do it? Can Wisconsin Lutheran hang on?
The crazy part is we talk about Wisconsin Lutheran. They need this win more, even though both teams need a lot of win, because Wisconsin Lutheran is definitely in the tougher conference with West Dallas Central, Pewaukee. That's a tough conference over there in the Woodland West.
Alex Green doing a good job posting up. Using his big body again. That's what he's been doing all night.
But De Pere, they got a tougher opponent in Ashwaubenon up there, getting the 5-star Alabama.
Mari Allen?
Yeah, so I mean, De Pere's going to have a tough one with Ashwaubenon now up in Green Bay as well.
Wasn't he originally committed to like a prep school or something at first for the senior year?
Yeah, and then he decided to come home. He used to play at Kaukauna. Now he's at Ashwaubenon.
Oh, good pickpocket that time from Mellock. Cookies in the jar. Mellock trying to, looked like he tried to almost dunk it that time.
Just make the shot.
Cherry picking, but you just got to go up with the layup right there.
I don't like when guys do that because it's just like you're taking points away from your team. I mean, I get you want to be in the house.
Rowan Domofsky. Connor Hutchins going. What a drive that time. Fly by that time. Zooming through the paint is Connor Hutchins. .12-point game. Wisconsin Lutheran doing a really good job just keeping that deficit over 10. Kadri Knippel drives and a little bump on the foul from Rowan Domofsky. A couple more substitutions coming in for both teams.
One thing, let's talk about this real quick. One thing that's really low in this game is the foul numbers. In the first half, we had little to no fouls. Right now we're at 6, but that ain't bad. That's why we're moving along so fast. And that I gotta give these refs credit. They're letting these kids play, and this is exactly what I want to see between two really good teams.
Yep. Yeah, you see a good game here tonight. Just wait till next week when we have you guys on at WBY. Our first game on the network will actually be Marquette versus Wisconsin Lutheran. Casey Kowalski's team at Marquette lost a lot of players. Whole new starting 5 for him. It's going to be a little struggle. As another good find in the paint. Oh, Kadri Knippel can't finish it, though. Xavier Zenz using that great ball movement again after that connection with Mellock earlier. Zach Kinzinger moving the ball around the world. Wide open left corner 3. Oh.
They needed that one, man.
Yeah, they needed that one to fall badly. Jack Booker couldn't get that one to fall. That's the idea, though, on a good look for De Pere. That ball's knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Booker. 7:15, left here to go here in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. So I'll be going down to the court at the end of the game to interview our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game as well as the winning coach. Alex Green once again saying it with his chest. He's been saying it with his chest all night tonight in the post. Up to 11 points on the night. Oh, good cherry pick that time from Kadri, but they're going to get him with a little bit of a slap that time on the foul. One more foul for the Vikings, and they will get into the bonus. I think De Pere really needs that now. They're down 14 with just a little under 7 minutes left here to go in the game. Top of the key, Price Grigori can't get the bounce. And Zach Kinziger can't get it to go on the rebound.
Good offensive rebound there.
They're going to reload it. Grigori going to try it one more time. This time it's true.
Huge.
And they make him pay. That's how important offensive rebounds can be. Second chance opportunity for Pere right there. Price Grigori up to 18 points on the night. Alex Green over to Isaiah Mellock. Mellock drives, pickpocketed, cherry-picked. And Hutchins going to take it himself, going up with the right hand. Layup is good, and just like that, Matt Peck, right back down to a 9-point game again.
Timeout.
And Ryan Walls is going to call a timeout here. They sense the game shifting around here, 60-51. The lead cut down to single digits. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. 6 minutes after you go in the game. More basketball coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, 6:14 left here to go in the game. 60-51. Number 2 ranked Wisconsin Lutheran leads on number 4 Pere. Elijah Vinkslat alongside Matthew Peck here. 60-51. It's been a really great game here tonight. Both teams really working it down in the paint tonight, and the threes are falling for both teams. But this is what you ask for in a game like this, right? At the Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings Classic here at Wisconsin Lutheran College.
Yeah, it's the good finish to the end of the night after 2 games earlier. Obviously, Catholic Memorial beat Lakeside Lutheran right before this. So a great end to 2 good games, and this is obviously a really good fit arena for this game. Obviously, I don't think these many people could fit in Wisconsin Lutheran High School. They have a smaller gym there. So good option for a venue tonight.
Gonna leave Mellock wide open for 3. Makes him pay out of the timeout. Isaiah Mellock up to 10 points now in the night, and momentum shifting right back, but Kinziger gets a wide open look. That's a routine shot. Can't get that one to go. A little bit too wide open that time for him. Got a little bit too comfortable that time. Wisconsin Lutheran really trying to respond hard out of that timeout. Before the timeout called by Ryan Walls, they went down on a 5-0 run from Pere. And a double team coming on Alex Green. He's been really good in the paint. That's what they got to do. Mellock moving it around. Xavier Zenz being guarded tight by Kinziger, but he says it with his chest. Xavier Zenz has been there all half so far here. 11 points in the second half. 19 on the night for him. And the lead right back up to 14 now. 6-0 run from Wisconsin Lutheran, as it's going to be a blocking foul in the paint. And Rowan Domofsky will get 2 at the line.
Like Elijah mentioned earlier, join us second quarter at University this week. You'll see these Pere Redbirds on twice and Wisconsin Lutheran on once. So subscribe to the YouTube channel because they're going to be back on again in less than 7 days.
And we got 3 straight days of basketball the day after Christmas for you guys. If you guys are on vacation, whatever, you name it. Join us next week. Lead Pere. We will have Pere against, was it Milwaukee Academy of Science on the 27th, and then on the 28th. Yep. On that Saturday, we got them against Wauwatosa West. That's going to be a good one.
That's another tough challenge for Pere coming up as Milwaukee Academy of Science. That team is good. They're the best team in Division III right now out of anybody I've seen, definitely.
We only have Wisconsin Lutheran on once next week, right?
Yep, only once.
Against Marquette next week. Our opener on Zaleski Sports from Concordia.
Speaking of MAS, I saw a couple of their players here tonight. Obviously getting ready to get a good look at Pere before they play them this week.
Yeah, we've seen Agape Keys and his MAS team around a lot lately wherever we go to broadcast. Yeah. We saw him at Dominican last week. Good defense right now for Pere. Both free throws were no good, by the way, on that last possession from Rowan Domofsky. Xavier Zenz driving through contact. That's been the pattern tonight, Matt Peck.
Yes.
Wisconsin Lutheran's just been answering after every miscue from Pere. Oh, Kinziger, a deep 3. No good. And that's going to be last touch by Xavier Zenz. Yeah, I think he had a little hand on that one. Tipped that one out. Uh-oh. The overrated chance coming out here on the Wisconsin commit, Zach Kinziger.
From the Wisconsin.
Friendly fire here. Let's hope that doesn't backfire. 16-point game as Kinziger looking to go to work, going to draw the foul now. He's trying to take that personal now. Those comments from the Wisconsin Lutheran student section. And try to have to earn it at the line, though.
Here's my opinion on it. Don't call somebody overrated that's heading to school with the same name as your school, Wisconsin.
To be fair, too, don't say that to someone that's heading D1 to especially a Big Ten school.
Yeah, I know. Wisconsin's no joke of a program. They're a pretty good program up there.
I believe Zach Kinziger is a top 3 recruit in the 2025 class.
Yeah, I think so.
Xavier Mitchell, the number 1, I think, committed to Iowa State.
I'm going to walk over and ask Mark right now.
Yeah. Both free throws good from Zach.
I like these battles where one team comes down and drives just to play the other good team. This is perfect. Keep doing this, Wisconsin Lutheran. Keep doing this, De Pere High School. This
next
is awesome.
year they might be back at the
De Pere.
De Pere, yep.
And then, but Pewaukee goes up to De Pere this year as well, the other conference foe in the Woodland West.
Good ball movement. Xavier Zen's going to pull up for 3. Pure! Xavier Zen's cooking with gas here in the second half. He's got 14 points in the second half, and right back at him is Zach Kinziger. He's really making them pay with those overrated chants now.
Oh, yeah, he's doing a good job with ball selection, making a couple good shots here down the stretch here. But they just need to stop here on defense.
18 points for Zach Kinziger, and a steal that time. That's what they need. Here they go. They got to start going. 15-point game. They got to really start pushing the pace. Price Grigori fakes the shot, drives in, draws a foul, going to go to the line for 2 free throws.
They needed that one to go in, but they're still not out of it yet. 3:13 is a lot of time in this game, especially with lots of stoppages, timeouts. We might be here still a while, but 15 points is definitely doable in this time, but you just got to play some good defense.
Stepping to the free throw line for De Pere, number 33, Price Gregory.
Price Gregory will have the line for 2. Gets that first one to bounce in. Price Gregory up to 20 points on the night now, the leading scorer for the Redbirds. Gets both the fall, the lead down to 13 now, and the pressure is starting to come on for Brian Winchester's team.
Applying the press now.
Yep, double team coming on Xavier Zenz, having get it past half court. Medlock, they got numbers here. Went up with the layup, can't get it to go. Defensive rebound to De Pere, and a swarming of jerseys as Kadri Knipple will be called for the foul. Nope. It's going to be on number 21. Ben Lang Bartels.
Hey, we got a comment that's talking about TJ Otzelberg. That's the head coach of Iowa State.
Yep.
Being a really good coach. I mean, he's taken half of Wisconsin's kids. So, yeah, he's a really good coach.
I believe he took Milwaukee Academy of Sciences Jamarian Bateman as well.
Xavier Mitchell, Momchilovich. I mean, he's taking everybody. Come on, Greg Gard, you got to step up your game here.
I just think that
they want to go somewhere else. Yes.
I love Wisconsin, but Iowa State's got a pretty good program over there. I won't shade that. I mean,
they've really come a long way.
Not saying that they're a better program than Wisconsin is, but I don't know. I'll leave that comment. I won't say anything too much more about comments on that, but first free throw is good from Price Grigori. Misses the second one that time as Kinziger, looks to get the steal that time. Oh, the crowd of Wisconsin Lutheran really going at him now. Trying to have that makeup call that time. It's like one of these games, you know, both teams are far away from each other, but it's almost like a rivalry in a way. Pressure still coming out here. Double team coming for De Pere. They've done a really great job with the press so far. The only good thing about the sign of the press is you got to get it past half court and you're going to have some numbers. Say Mellock, they're going to slow it down here. As a little bit of a foul that time, but we'll stay with you here with 2:45 left to go in the game. 70-58, Wisconsin Lutheran leads over De Pere. But this game, it's been really controlled by Wisconsin Lutheran the whole way through. They didn't bend. They bended a little bit at sometimes, but they didn't break, and they really kept that lead going. At one point, De Pere cut the lead all the way down to 6, but that lead for Wisconsin Lutheran has stayed well comfortable within that 8-14 range throughout the whole entire game tonight. And got to give credit here where it's due. With Wisconsin Lutheran really just making anybody pay tonight here. Leading scorer for both teams, Price Grigori with 20 points, and same thing with Wisconsin Lutheran, Cager Knipple with 23 points. They've done a really great job slowing them down, but you know who they haven't, who's the Pere hasn't stopped? The leading scorer in junior Xavier Zenz in the second half. He's been taking over here in that second half with 14 points. Couldn't catch a break here. 22 points on the night for him. And Cager and Xavier Zenz combining for, you're making me do math now, 45 points. 45 of the 70 points come from Xavier Zenz and Cager Knipple tonight.
Wow, that's incredible.
The dynamic duo they have, but also Alex Green as well, another big factor in that offense tonight here. The big man for them, posting up 11 points for him on the night. So if you add that, that's 56 of the 70 points from the big three, I guess you could say, from this Wisconsin Lutheran team. A lot of those guys were starters last year, though, too. You got to remember that. Xavier Zenz was a starter last year when that 30-0 team. Alex Green was. Levy Melek was, too, right?
Yeah.
A lot of starters last year.
The Pere's really tightened up their defense. It's causing a little bit of fouls, but, hey, you got to do what you got to do here.
Zenz can't find a guy. He's going to finally get Green on the inbound double team coming. Green going to be trapped heavily. All they got to do is really just swing it around, try to find a good look. Melek at the top of the key. Melek going to drive. Going to feed it back out. This is where the no shot clock helps teams out.
Yeah.
Going to be a foul called now. Number 5, Connor Hutchins.
As crazy as this sounds, if technically Wisconsin Lutheran wanted to, they could hold the ball the rest of the game. Do I recommend it?
No.
Absolutely not. You got to play. You got to play basketball.
Absolutely not.
No, you got to play basketball. You're not going to be able to hold the ball in college. So,
and double team. More double teams coming here for De Pere. Really, whoever has the ball. Wisconsin Lutheran just playing keep away here, so they can't really get it. Good strategy going on. And they finally foul that time. As Zenz hits a 3 on the foul. Doesn't count, though. And we foul on Connor Hutchins again. Second foul in the last minute.
Connor Hutchins, second personal, 6th.
So the rest of the way, Wisconsin Lutheran will shoot now in the regular bonus. Alex Green on the inbound, going to get fouled now. And that's going to be the 3rd straight foul in a minute for Connor Hutchins. 3rd personal foul, 17th foul. Crossing the 2-minute mark here. Want to remind you guys that I'll be going down to the court at the end of the game to interview the winning coach in our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game for the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Thank you guys for joining us here.
What a matchup to have in the state of Wisconsin.
Game of the week by WIS Sports as the free throw is no good. A huge break that time on the 1-and-1. But the Pere has to really go quick here. Alex Green getting a little deflection that time. Rowan Domofsky on the drive. Domofsky going coast to coast, blocked by Knipple, but a late foul called again. Wisconsin Lutheran faithful can't believe it.
Oh, man.
I thought that was a clean block, too. And Ryan Wallace telling the refs, let's go. He's clapping his hands, try to hype him up, fire him up a little bit more. They had a 12-point lead right now. Pretty comfortable. First free throw is good from Rowan. Kingston Knipple checking in now for Lang Bartles.
Talking about the future between these two teams, if they match up in the future, keep in mind Wisco's JV teams won both games. So those are the kids that are going to be playing on varsity in the future.
And another reminder, too, Wisconsin Lutheran's in Division I this year, too. A little bit of push off that time. Crowd doesn't like that. As Herlach gets called for the foul. His first personal foul, 18th foul. So they'll shoot another one-on-one. And the best case scenario right now for De Pere is to hope he misses this one-on-one. Mellock will go to the line now for Wisco. And he misses it. That's what they need. But an offensive rebound and a second chance opportunity right there for the red hot second half Xavier Zens.
Can't have that for De Pere. Absolutely cannot allow that.
24 in the night, the new leading scorer for this Wisconsin Lutheran team. 3-point shot in the right corner, no good. And Zens gets the rebound. Wisconsin Lutheran, all they have to do is really just control this one the rest of the way. Hutchins with his 4th personal foul. Hutchins, he had 0 personal fouls. Think about this 3 minutes ago. Now he's got 4 already. Cager Knipple will go to the line now. Seems like it's a race now between who wants to be the leading scorer for Wisconsin Lutheran as he misses that one.
They must know you're here, Elijah.
Ron Domofsky drives, gets blocked. Good defense that time from Xavier Zens and Alex Green on the help. So we crossed the 1-minute mark here in the game.
I think they're going to finish this one out.
Wisconsin Lutheran should be able to finish this off, bearing an unbelievable miracle. As a shot, no good. That time, good contest from Mellock.
When I meant finishing, I mean De Pere in terms of playing defense. It looked like they were letting off a little bit that last
Kinziger
possession.
over the right corner, right 3-point shot, no good. And a rebound by Wisconsin Lutheran. So 35 seconds left here to go in the game. Wisconsin Lutheran going to stay undefeated after this game. I will be going down to the court to interview head coach Ryan Walls with his player of choice on our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game. We're going to end the score here 72-59. Wisconsin Lutheran ranked number 2 via Zaleski Sports as Wisconsin Lutheran fans go crazy. We will see you after this break for the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Buzzer about to sound as I will be going down right now. As the final buzzer sounds, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Here gets their first loss of the year, 4-1. Wisconsin Lutheran remains undefeated at 6-0. More Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming right after this.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
Back here on Zaleski Sports for our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Fresh cheese curds made daily at NasonvilleDairy.com. Wisconsin Lutheran finishes victorious 72-59. We're joined right now by head coach Ryan Walls. Ryan, last year this game was really intense. This year, same thing again. What'd you like from the guys tonight in a big finish?
I mean, for us tonight, it was all about defense and toughness. They're a tremendous defensive team, and they've got guys that can get to the rim like crazy. And so we focused this week on really just trying to keep them away from the rim as best we can. And I thought we did a great job of protecting the rim tonight.
How big are games like this? You guys got a really tough schedule coming up. Obviously, you guys are going to be at WIAA next week. Marquette coming up, and then obviously tonight you guys had to Pere. How big are these games for you guys to possibly get you guys ready for a potential state title again?
Yeah, I mean, this is why we schedule games like this, is to play the very, very best. And De Pere's got the best program in the state, and so we emulate them, and we want to play them every year because they're just tremendous from top to bottom. And so when you get to play games like that, it teaches you so much about your team and how you can compete, and whether you win or lose, you just come away with a measuring stick of what you need to do to get better.
All right, thank you for your time, Coach. We'll see you at WBY next week. All right, we're joined right now by our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Xavier Zenz. Xavier, just seemed like you and Cager really switched roles here. That first half, he had that big, was 16 points, and then you really went off in that second half. Talk about how you guys really feed off of each other throughout the game.
I mean, I just feel like once they focus on a different guy, or I don't know, just we share the ball so well, and we just find the open guy, and it just happened to meet me, and I was able to capitalize and find the spots. And my teammates found me well.
How big are these games for you guys as players to go up against a team like the Pere, a team that was like you guys went 30-0 last year, and then you guys stopped their streak, and then coming back this year to beat them? How does it feel to do it again?
It was awesome. It was our first big test of the year. We were super excited, and it was just, I don't know, it was great to see where we're at, and it was awesome. It felt great.
All right, for our Highlight House player of the game, I'm going to give you the mic, and I'm going to have you look at the camera up there. The guy in the green hoodie, I'm going to have you say your name. So you're going to say Xavier Zenz, and I'm in the house. And I'm going to count you down from 3, 2, 1, and you're going to look at that camera.
You said say Xavier Zenz, I'm in the house?
Say your name, and you're in the house. Yep.
All right.
All right, ready?
Xavier Zenz, and I'm in the house.
All right, thank you, Xavier.
Yep, have a good one.
Great game, yep. All right, that'll do it tonight here from Wisconsin Lutheran College. The final game here at the Viking Classic, 72-59. Wisconsin Lutheran defeats the Pere tonight. Very great game tonight here. Both teams well-rounded, and we will see you guys again next week for another great week of basketball. December 26th, 27th, and 28th at the WBY Shootout. We will have several games for you guys on there, but so for that, Elijah Vanksala alongside Matt Peck signing off here on Zaleski Sports.